You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know?
Hey, there we
Pump it
go.
up. You got to pump it up, up.
You know, I still got to figure out this whole scene switching thing. You know, not having four monitors just really makes this difficult. Okay,
I mean, you gotta get 3 before you can get 4.
this is true. I gotta get two before I can get three. Let's start it there. Oh my god. Regardless, welcome to another episode of Doc and the Fox. He is a medical doctor. I am not a fox, but you know what? We're just two average dudes that like talking about league, and regardless of how much sense we make, we have a damn good time doing this. How are you today?
Hey, we make dollars and cents all day.
This is how is it going today, Shangu 22,
That's
comma
about how
MD?
it's gonna be going. It's gonna be a pun-filled day. I can tell already.
I hope so. And this is not necessarily a Halloween special, but you know what? I decided to wear the onesie anyway. So here we are, two dudes talking about League of Legends. And once again, just as always, as started last week, this is going to be brought to you by Goon Squad Gaming. Right above
Yeah.
us. So if you have not followed them live on twitch.tv/Goon Squad Gaming Live, ask us for the Discord. We'll be happy to link the Discord for you.
Also over on Twitter.
Also over on
Good
Twitter.
Squad Gaming.
Goon Squad Gaming. Very nice. So today's show is going to be brought to you by a lot of random news that we have supposedly, and the drinks that
Some
he
of it
has.
late breaking, some of it old breaking.
But the first time that we've gotten to talk about it since we came on the air last. So I'm gonna let Jeremy give us a real quick rundown. This just in, breaking news as of 5 days ago.
Yeah. First breaking news, obviously Bjergsen deciding to step down as the mid laner from TSM. Well, I guess it's not really stepping down, is it? It's more of a step up. He's moving into the head coach role. I mean, a lot of people are not. I was surprised by the fact that he decided after that Worlds run to step down as a player. I am not surprised, however, that he is stepping up to a coach role with his retirement. Obviously, he's done a lot with the team, building the team, being involved with Reggie, Parth, all of that, and building a team. He is a part owner of TSM as well, so it makes sense. He has a lot to fight for this team. I think he's got some good vision. I look forward to seeing what this next iteration of TSM will be. Obviously, there's a very large possibility for a lot of different roster swaps now. Most of which we will hopefully be talking about today and in the coming weeks as the trade rumors and other signing news continues to drop. Off-season is one of my favorite times of League of Legends, mostly just because of all of the roster changes and news that can come out. And already this year seems like it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that was interesting is if you heard the interview that Bjergsen, or the video that TSM put out with Bjergsen announcing his quote-unquote retirement from League of Legends or stepping up to the head coach role, he mentioned that they had talked about the retirement piece coming through in between spring and summer, and that he had delayed that decision until the end. So this is not just like a gut move by TSM and Bjergsen. This is something that has been talked about supposedly for quite some time.
That's a good point. I know a lot of people were thinking, yeah, well, he just had an 0-6 Worlds performance. Of course, he was feeling bad about being a player. He wanted to step down, but that's obviously, like you said, not the case. I am glad they decided to stay for that one more season, get Bjergsen one more NALCS trophy in summer split, arguably the more important of the two splits. But yeah, so it'll be sad to see him go. I know a lot of people, like Double Lift, have retired and come back. So there's always a chance. I'll keep it in my heart. But I have a feeling Bergsen's going to do very well as a coach, and most likely his playing days are over.
Yeah, more to come with TSM and some other things. But first, I want to go ahead and lay to rest one of our longest standing jokes in League of Legends history. We've now
That's
got
true.
to put to bed, for the final time, the Bjergsen and 4 wards meme. Let's take a moment of silence and remember Bjergsen and 4 wards.
We will miss you, Bigger King.
You bring up, like I said, you brought up a really great point. Interested to see, we saw Mithy transition to the head coaching role from Fnatic, and I think Bjergsen's going to do a really great job. I understand that you have some additional news.
I do. Actually, you just brought up Fnatic, so I think we'll jump to that one. There was the announcement that Nemesis is going to not be continuing with Fnatic. I know you're a big Fnatic fan, so I wanted to see what your take was on that and where you think he might end up.
Did they actually say that Nemesis was going to quit Fnatic?
Yeah, it was definitely. It was actually confirmed on his Twitter earlier last week. Yeah. So this is like a done deal.
No. Okay, well, here we go. I'm not going to lie, I can't say that I didn't see this coming. Here is I've got two things that I want to bring up. The first thing, with this whole talk about Nemesis not returning to Fnatic and the timeliness of Bjergsen stepping down, or stepping up rather, we'll go to that. I think that the odds are actually pretty good that Nemesis goes to North America. And here's why I'll tell you that. And if he does go to North America, it will likely be to TSM. Now, what gave TSM so much success the first time? One, they brought in Bjergsen, who was the second iteration of Reggie, who got along with Reggie so well, who played control mages in the mid lane and just knew how to play the game. Rising young star in European League of Legends to replace Caps when Caps went to G2 from Fnatic was Nemesis. Couple splits go by, not necessarily they're working out. I haven't read too much into it, don't know what side it was on, but here's the thing. If Nemesis did decide to leave, which apparently is happening, he would fit in extremely nicely with TSM.
Definitely agree. I mean, bring over a European mid laner who can replace Bjergsen. We were talking about this before. TSM as a whole right now only has Broken Blade as their top laner, as the only import, because Bjergsen was actually a resident.
Yep.
So that is basically, it leaves open a spot there that you can bring over someone from Europe, which is thought to be the home of much better mid laners than NA. At least until I hit LCS.
Oh, stop.
Jokes.
Stop.
That'll never happen. But yeah, so I know it does make a lot of sense. And I think you also heard a rumor about Alphari. Is that right?
Yeah, let me get your thoughts on this. Alphari reportedly talks with TL. So he was given the okay to go ahead and do early free agent talks, and one of the things, while they're not allowed to sign yet, so the official offseason has not officially come upon us. Next little precursor to next week's show.
We're currently in the unofficial official offseason.
Right.
The official unofficial offseason.
We'll go with that. We will be tuned next week for our big bold offseason predictions, brought to you by the two of us. We may have a guest speaker. Who knows? Little precursor for next week. But anyways, back to it. Alphari was given the ability to talk to teams in advance, and apparently TL is rumored to have been offering Alphari a contract, again, can't sign yet, for upwards of $1 million per year. Now, do I make that much money in a meal? in a year? Absolutely not. I'm a dude in a wolf onesie. That's a lot of money to play League of Legends. I'm
That's
interested.
impact level money.
It is impact level
what
money.
His contract is rumored.
And the most ridiculous thing about it is I don't even see Alfari as a top 2 top laner in North America.
Agreed. Maybe there's something with his style or something that they like. I don't know. I know that brings up the thought of, as well, we were talking about if Nemesis goes over to TSM. There's also been some talk of getting rid of Broken Blade. I know there's been rumors of Impact possibly going to TSM. I know we talked last time around about Licorice, both of which I think would be very strong pickups for TSM.
Licorice and Nemesis on TSM. They're winning next split. I'm calling it now. There it is.
That would be amazing. I think there's still then obviously the question you'd have to talk about of the bot lane, but that is for another podcast and another week.
We'll see what the meta holds. We will see what the meta holds. Some additional news that you would potentially like to share?
Yes. So some more breaking news would be KDA Moore having dropped today. They are actually number 3 right now, trending already on YouTube. Pretty big.
Love it.
We were listening to the song pre-game, pre-stream. Either way, pre-gaming the stream, listening to the song. And so far, we think the ranking goes Popstars number 1. I think Moore comes in at number 2, and then Baddest is number 3. This was also the reveal of Seraphim on KDA. Bringing back a lot of the original artists from Popstars as well. So I know this is just the first song of many with their new EP, and so I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And I'm pretty sure you are too, right?
Absolutely. I'm really excited. Glad that you shared this with me today. If you would like to see if you'd like to see my live reaction to watching this video for the first time, hearing the song, please hop over to youtube.com/Shangu22. Well, I don't know if you can actually.
I think it's exactly that. Just Google Shangu22 YouTube.
Yeah, and it'll pop up.
We'll have a link somewhere.
My live reaction will be posted there later this evening, along with the podcast. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and do all of that fun stuff. And if you're not involved with Goon Squad Gaming, feel free to shoot us a message, and we will shoot you the Discord information for
the DMs are open.
DMs are definitely open. Anywho, with that being said, I can't believe we've gone 13 whole minutes into this podcast without even talking about finals. How absolutely
I
crazy
knew it was
is
going to be
that?
hard to do, but there was a lot of really good rumors and other contract talk, so I enjoy talking about that kind of stuff, and I think I kind of wanted to not talk about finals after how I did this week.
So what I'm going to do is, because you already had a certain beverage that you have been able to do, I'm going to pop off real quick, go to my fridge on the walk back. But in the meantime, what I want you to do is I want you to give everybody your predictions. We haven't talked predictions.
No, we have not yet.
Since unfortunately your bracket was busted. You have the opportunity to give a new set of predictions. You're going to come back. You're also going to guess my predictions. And when I get back, including games, when I get back, I will guess yours, and we'll see if we are on the same page. We'll see who's on the same page, if we are, if we aren't. And then hopefully we'll get to watch some games this weekend and see who is right and who is maybe losing a wager. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if we want to make a wager on it.
We'll see if we agree, first of all. That would kind of just take any wager right out of the bat if we both agree.
So you'll have approximately 25 seconds to give both your predictions and give a guess on mine, and I'll be right back.
All right, let's do this. After the headset is off. Obviously, it is now going to be Suning versus Damwon. If I had to make a prediction here, I think Suning's going to win, and I think it's going to be a 3-1. If I had to guess what Patty is going to be saying over there, he is most likely going to also say Suning, though I think he's going to call it a 3-0. He's going to be more confident, I have a feeling. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a game. It was interesting. Actually, I got more to talk about this, but we'll wait for him to come back. We should have had a timer up because he said 25 seconds. I think we're hitting 30, 31... 32.
Figured I'd give you a couple extra seconds. For those of you that were complaining, I do have a tail on this onesie. Yes, I am wearing a. What is this? A fanny pack. Doesn't have pockets. Deal with it. Don't judge me. All right. So you all heard Shangu22's predictions on the finals between Suning Esports from China And Damwon Gaming from South Korea. Um,
So what would you predict in this matchup, including game score?
okay, so this goes to 5 games. This
Ooh,
goes
I was
all the
wrong.
way to game 5.
I said you were gonna think it was a 3-0.
No. I think this goes to 5 games. I'm going to go ahead and take Suning Esports in 5 against Damwon.
I thought you were gonna take Suning. I thought you were gonna say 3-0 though.
No, I don't see a 3-0. I think they showed me something, but Damwon showed me something against G2 that I wasn't necessarily expecting. I don't think you were expecting either.
No, not at all.
And I
Though
think
it was hard to judge. I mean, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, but you were gone. Is the fact that Damwon has played in now 3 best of 5s,
Mhm.
and 2 of the 3 best of 5s, like not just in Worlds, like overall, their whole history of Damwon as this team, this roster of Damwon, 3 best of 5s, 2 of those 3 with DRX, and then now 1 of them versus G2. So they don't have a whole lot of best of 5 experience based on the way the bracket works for Korea. They came in as the favorites in summer, which meant they were automatic buys to the finals.
Yep.
And in the spring, they actually lost in that best of 5 to DRX. So I think they haven't had a lot of versatile experience. That's one of the reasons I also went with Suning. I guess in the same sense, though, that could be.
Wait, before you
good.
say anything.
Yeah,
Your predictions. Did you say 3-1 Suning?
I did.
Yes! I knew it. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got that out because I knew you were
Yeah.
you had been riding the Suning hype train. I was gonna guess
I
Suning.
thought that Top was gonna take it from him, but obviously Suning pulled it out.
If you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah,
And I think this Chinese team
that
is
is
hot.
100% true. And that's no matter what sport you're talking about in playoffs, if you're hot, you're hot.
Go to the Dodgers.
And I think Suning is definitely going to take this one. I think we've both agreed on that. I think the only difference is you're expecting it to be a 5-2, and I'm expecting it to be a 3-1.
Yep. So we will see who is right and who is possibly still right, but a little less right. When we get
Slightly
here.
left,
Yeah, you know how it works. Here in a little bit, but again, those are bold predictions from us. In terms of the finals, shoot, I don't know. This went a lot faster
we
than
were just
thought it
talking about a little bit about semis. I gave my
true.
opinion of DRX over G2. It was definitely a disappointing series. I thought G2 was going to be able to do a little bit more. That final game, Game 4, was actually the fastest of Worlds. So that did set a record there.
Oh, I got another hot take for you.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Another hot take. Off-season news. Perks is rumored to not be returning to G2.
Oh, yeah. I heard. I didn't hear that he's not going to be returning to G2. I heard that he's no longer going to be ADC next season.
Okay.
I don't know if that means that something's changing again with Caps.
I don't know.
Or
Something's going on with
Perks
G2.
Going somewhere else.
And I want to know.
TSM.
Watch Nemesis and Perks both end up in NA.
That would be
Watch
crazy.
that happen. I would.
Or G2 is building the ultimate team of mid laners. Perks
Nemesis.
is going to be jungle next season.
Nemesis goes to top lane of G2. What is this? Jesus Christ.
To play Lucian.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think going back to Worlds real quickly. I think it's hard to say whether or not Europe disappointed me or not. I think China came in and surprised a lot of people. Suning came in with not being really well known, and they got hot, and everybody knew they were hot. Hard to pick against them. We tried, we failed. There it is.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really be that mad.
No, not at all.
Europe because
No.
I mean, they did make top 4.
Right, and
That's
and
pretty good, especially looking at who they were up against.
Mhm.
You can't even be mad about Fnatic
I'm
after
not.
now seeing how well, top. That was a really good matchup, and then Suning is even better. And so,
Yeah.
if you're looking even back further, actually, it makes you feel even better about Liquid
Yeah.
being knocked out. Because
absolutely.
if G2 and Suning and Liquid, that was a stacked group.
Yeah. I think G2 Liquid Suning. I think with that you could easily put Liquid in the top 8
Yeah, I
at
think,
Worlds.
well, maybe top 10. I don't know about top 8, but at least top 10. I guess it would probably depend on, yeah, who you think they're better than.
I don't know. I think given a best of potentially a best of 5, I think TL may have a better showing. But the fact that they had to come out of that group, and which was not even named the group of death,
Yeah, that's true. They might have been able to beat Gen G.
and we
They
didn't.
might have been able to beat DRX.
Yep. I
Could
think
happen. Maybe JD Gaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JDG had a little bit of different disappointing worlds.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think we've got a pretty good finals set up. Damwon, Suning, Damwon is obvious favorites right now, but I think we both see.
Suning. I think Suning's the favorite. Yeah.
Well,
I know a lot of people are saying Damwon, but I think it's Suning.
Yeah, I think
Especially playing from home. It's
If you're
rumored
high-
that there
yeah.
will be a crowd, and so
Oh.
a friendly Chinese crowd.
yeah,
will
around
be
6. They're letting
great.
around 6,000 people into the stadium.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'm super stoked. I think we should, if we're able to, I think we should do a live. We should do live stream.
I
That
will
morning.
not be able to.
Boo! Boo
yeah.
hiss! Boo hiss!
I will be at work.
Boo hiss. Whatever.
Hey,
We'll
you
figure something
know,
out.
people aren't going to save their own lives.
You know what? You're a doctor. Whatever. Whatever.
I think they have the heart for it.
Okay. You can get server muted. You can absolutely get server muted. I don't care. No, really looking forward to this series. Looking forward to the production side of things. The past 2 worlds have had really, really, really cool production pieces, and I don't think COVID is going to change. I don't think COVID is going to stop that.
No, because it's mostly computer generated, and I
Yep.
mean, KDA performing again, that's going to be crazy.
Love you, Gyro Burns. I want to give a huge shout out really quickly to the stage, the quarterfinals, like the world stage. Holy cow, that was beautiful. I don't know if you paid any attention to it, like how awesome that stage looked.
Yeah.
With like the real visual effects and all of that fun stuff. But I definitely have enjoyed watching this world, and I'm looking forward to the world finals. I really want to promote next week. Once again, this is sponsored by Goon Squad Gaming. Find us every week, typically Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/justpattymelt, on YouTube. Just Google Shangu22 on YouTube and you'll find us. It's fine. Follow us on Twitter, LOLFoxy and Shangu22. And I want to give a real quick plug. Plug? Shameless plug?
Plug.
Sure. We'll give a shameless plug. We will be doing, Goon Squad Gaming will be doing tryouts, almost an open tryout for another, potentially an additional gold roster. Gold MMR League players, Gold 4 to Gold 1, starting next week. If you're interested, shoot us your op.gg's. Jeremy and I, Shangu and I, will be fielding another gold team.
The DMs are open. I think the only requirement is that you have not hit plat within this most current season.
Yep. And you weren't like Challenger 2 seasons ago. Like, that would be a little ridiculous.
Oh, that's part of it too.
That would be
Okay,
great.
well.
That would be great. If you're Challenger, let me play with you. Let me learn. Let me pick your brain a little bit. Would love to do that.
Hey, you could be our coach.
You could be our coach. Come and coach us. We would love to have you. So shameless plug there. Like I said, a little bit of a shorter stream, maybe 24, 25 minutes. But once again, we are super happy to have you all here. It's been a lot of fun doing this, even just for 4 times, and we're going to keep doing it next week.
We're going to keep going.
Absolutely. So next week we will begin the preseason rumors, preseason bunch of different stuff.
It will officially be the official preseason.
And so we will chat
Instead of
more about
unofficially preseason.
You know, I had to talk about the rumors. Couldn't leave Bjergsen.
Rumor has it.
Rumor. Jesus. But with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in or watching on YouTube. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Mostly him on Twitter. I don't tweet. I think it's dumb. I haven't tweeted since like 2012.
I don't do too much, just mostly league stuff. But hey, now you guys know. what the fox says.
Yes, absolutely. So catch us next week. Hopefully, we'll be on Monday evening around 7 or 8 p.m. If you want
Yep.
more updates, check out Jeremy on Twitter. Like I said, twitter.com/Shangu22.
22.
Yeah. But thank you again so much for watching. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Go Sooning, and hope you all enjoy Worlds as much as we are about to.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you
Here we
know?
go.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know?